Love is like candy on a shelf.
Hello, friends. Welcome to another Town Hall meeting with Mr. Review. And I'm here to make the complex simple and the confusing clear. Today's question is, hey, Mr. Review, what's horse race journalism? Horse race journalism? This is the prevalence, the predominance, the likelihood that the news spends more time on who's winning in a political race rather than what issues really matter in this political race. Where did this horse race journalism come from, and why is it so important? Well, let Mr. Review help. First of all, we probably saw horse race journalism for the first time in real time in 1936, when the Gallup polling agency, Gallup polling agency, and horse race journalism, I see a kinship here. Although don't be confused. Horse race journalism is really a kinship between sports and gambling and political news coverage. That's right. In 1936, the Gallup polling agency predicted that FDR would win the presidential election. Win it big, and he did. Ever since, polls have taken a top-shelf position in political journalistic coverage. Remember, the news is timely information that is both interesting and consequential. We also know that more and more people don't pay attention to the news. So how do you generate interest, and how do you make it newsworthy? You do so by taking expensive polls. And if you've taken those expensive polls, these news agencies, they better use them. And when they use those polls, we get attracted to the news because all of a sudden we're told somebody's winning or somebody's losing. Who's ahead? Who's behind? Who's gaining? Who's losing? Horse race journalism has become a priority in our political journalism because it generates our interest. What are the issues? Boring. Who's winning? I want to know. I'm into fantasy football and fantasy basketball. Now I'm in fantasy politics. Generates interest, generates ratings. Let's not forget the betrothal between journalism and the accountants. Yeah, that's right. This has meant a unique relationship now between the news, journalism, and show business. But it's not all bad. Horse race journalism has generated more democratic activity. When we, the people, follow the news with more keen interest, we're more likely to vote. It has, however, made us a little skeptical. But more importantly, it's made us less informed about the issues. Horse race journalism may make us more democratic, more active in our politics, but it certainly hasn't heightened our erudition, our knowledge of the issues. Horse race journalism isn't anything new. It goes way back. But it has redefined what political journalism and our news coverage focuses on. It focuses on who's winning, who's losing, less about the issues. Horse race journalism. It reminds me of the old line, where there is a wealth of information, there is a poverty of attention. Horse race journalism is an attempt by our major media outlets to regain that attention, to spark our attention, to attract our attention. Less so on the issues and more on who's winning. Not all bad. Horse race journalism. My name is Mr. Review, and I'm here to make the complex simple and the confusing clear. Next question.
Love is like candy on a shelf. You want to taste and help yourself.